Another day in the life of Della's Raw Food Journey. So I just, this morning I got up, did my red light therapy for half an hour. I'm really lucky because I've got like one that fits over the bed, and it does sort of from my knees upwards. I don't put my head under anymore. I do from my neck down to my knees, and then after I turn over and then I do the bottoms of my legs. Is it doing anything for me? Who knows? Because I feel really good all of the time anyway. Better touch wood. I feel absolutely phenomenal. Two ladies asked me yesterday in the gym, it's really cold. Don't you feel like something warm to warm you up? And then my brother, he eats mainly raw, but yesterday he said, Del, I feel I need something to warm me up. So he's not having my salad tonight. He's having steamed food. For me, I've tried my brother's steamed and I get smelly armpits, and I don't feel as vibrant as if I eat the vegetables or the salad or the fruit raw. I never eat anything from the fridge. I always get what I'm going to eat. I never keep any fruit in the fridge, actually, only raspberries. And I'll get them out in the morning so that they're at room temperature before I eat them. So in answer to their question, yes, I probably do miss having a hot meal or a hot cup of tea or whatever I used to have. But the thing is, I don't miss being ill. I haven't been ill now for maybe 3 or 4 years. In the beginning, I kept having healing crisis after healing crisis after healing crisis. And what I did then, when this happened, when I raised the temperature, which I was happy to do because it's shrugging off a lot more toxins in the body. It's pulling out the toxins. As long as I don't carry on eating while I'm going through some sort of temperature, then I come out the other side feeling absolutely fantastic. Did I have any jabs? Have I had any jabs since the last 10 years? No, and hopefully I'll never will. If they made it compulsory in this country, I'm afraid I'd move to another country. I'm so adamant that my body is my temple, and it's done me really well without having to be I don't think it's normal, but that's not what I was going to talk about. So I'm going to talk about a few things. So very, very nice of them in the supermarket to give you a tin of roses or a plastic container of roses or the other, any one of the ones that they're offering for £6. They're giving for £2 in Morrison's. I'm not going to spend, the quota and say, oh no, I don't want them, and give a big lecture on why I don't want them. Will these bother me sitting in my house until I take them over? My brother-in-law, my sister, and my stepson all eat crap, junk. So, if I've got 3 tins or 3 plastic containers, by the time I go to Spain, I don't take much out with me. They'll go in my case for my sister or boyfriend. But, how many tins? It's so easy to spend. I think it was £47. So are we going to sit and scoff our way through all these roses? Are we going to cause disease? Because that's what they're doing. Anything that's processed is what caused my demise. And I, for one, if this was 10 years ago, I, for one, would have sat there, I'm getting them for £2 a box. I'll sit here and eat them. But not anymore, because I know that I've got to have clean blood. It's all what I put into my system is what creates my body, is what creates life. And I don't want to live forever, but I wouldn't mind living forever the way I feel now. I feel phenomenal. I don't want to live and have to have somebody take care of me. And like such a big, and I'm really sorry for those who are being cared for, you know, but for me, it's not what I want. So I'm not going to eat the roses. I'm not going to have the steamed food. Oh, I tell a lie. I might have a couple of steamed mushrooms because they have got the vitamin D in them. So my brother will maybe bring me so I'm lying. I will have 2 steamed mushrooms on my huge salad. So I'm going to go to the supermarket, and I'm just going to go to the fruit and veg aisle knowing, and then it's got pesticides on it, but I can't worry about that because I'm not in a position. I don't have a car back in the UK, and I don't really want a car in the UK because I love walking the 2k to the supermarket, or 1.5k. 2k to one of my supermarkets and maybe 1.5k to the other one, and bringing a full week shopping back in my Charlie shopper. It holds a week. And now before, I couldn't do that. Before I had this shopping trolley, I used to have to get a taxi. So I'm saving maybe 30-40 quid a month on having taxis. I feel really proud that at 69 I can wheel my full week shopping and my brother's steamed shopping back from the supermarket. So yeah, that's my little rant. I'm not gonna, and what are you gonna do for Christmas? I'm just gonna eat what's available. Lucky for me, I'm out in Spain with my sister, so I will cook her Christmas dinner. She'll have turkey, all the trimmings, and I will cook it for her. I won't be eating any of it, but I'll be lucky enough to have whatever's in season there. Probably Sacco di Pure melons, and who knows. But back here, I've just bought 20 golden kiwis. I don't like the other kiwis. And at the moment, the golden kiwis are tasting fantastic to me. They are better than any chocolate or anything that I could eat. I'm enjoying the golden kiwis. I'm also enjoying the small papayas. So that would be my lunch. Papayas, and bananas and the kiwis. That would be lunch. And then I'll have a huge salad. So I did do a video yesterday talking. I'm so impressed with myself because it was the homocysteine that I was worried about, and it was the triglycerides. I'm not so worried that my cholesterol is just a little bit above what it says, because I'm watching so many doctors say that we need that cholesterol. They never talk about triglycerides. Well, mine are well in range now. By adding things other than fruit, vegetables, nuts and seeds to my diet. And that was, as I said yesterday, the Udo's oil. It hasn't raised my cholesterol. It hasn't raised my triglycerides. Something has lowered my triglycerides. So I now take the Udo's oil, and I now take Holford's fish oil supplement. Did that take my triglycerides down? But I also introduced sprouting. I eat 7 varieties of sprouts on my salad. I might as well, half my salad is sprouted things like alfalfa, which I don't have all the time because I do my research on what I'm eating. It's chickpeas, it's broccoli, sprouts, you name it, I'm doing it. So, but the other thing that I suddenly realised that I didn't say last night is that for about a month, I haven't been using tahini, a spoonful of tahini on my salad every night. And I've done that for quite some time. So I don't know, So what the thing is, I introduced raw. No, it wasn't tahini. It was almond butter I was using, and it wasn't raw. It was. It was. It wasn't raw anyway. So I've been using almond butter. I can't get any more, and I'm really glad that I can't, because I am addicted to things. Yes, I was addicted to that almond butter, and they're not sending it back into this country. So for a month, I've not had any almond butter. Has that been a reason why my good cholesterol has gone up by 15 points and my triglycerides are halved? Is it because of that? Well, all I do know, I was a bit nervous to be using the Udo's oil, but it's omega 369. It's made from plants. And was it raising my cholesterol? No, it wasn't. And was it bringing my triglycerides down? Yes. So I've found a raw tahini, which since my blood test, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing, but I do like a bit of flavour in that big, huge salad that I have. So the last 2 nights, and even the night before I did my blood test, I've been having a tablespoon of raw tahini on my salad. So I will test again next month, and obviously if things have changed, if my cholesterol, if something's gone back up, then I know that maybe I shouldn't be, so I'll have to test again. Why am I doing this? It's not just for me, it's so that the future generations know what's what, and because I definitely won't take medication. I'll delve into the supplements, but I won't delve back into medication, because medication never cures the problem. It only masks the problem. I still had something wrong with me when I was taking the statins before I actually went raw. So Paul is actually down to 1 meal a day, and he's saying, we can go on 1 meal. It's not doable, for me. Maybe later on, and I'm listening to Paul. I really love his information. I really respect him. He's been 35 years raw, and he's only doing it to help others. So, we're both on the correct path. He's using supplements, but he's down to eating 1 meal a day and really limiting the amount of fruit. Fruit's got nothing to do with cholesterol, because I eat a huge bowl of fruit lunchtime, and still my triglycerides and my good cholesterol has gone up. And yes, I've still got 2 problems, which I'm trying to solve. So fruit's got nothing to do with cholesterol. And I've been on all fruit only and still had high cholesterol. It's something to do with what I'm doing now with using the Udo's oil, using the supplement, and maybe later on, because I really do want to say, yes, I'm vegan. Later on, I will try the algae supplement, the algae omega-3, but I wanted to stick with, and I did, in my previous video, somebody asked me what books I've read. So, I've read hundreds of books. I've got a library. I never really get rid of my knowledge books, I get rid of my novels, because I read 2 or 3 novels a week, but I never get rid of my crystal books or the books that I've learned from. So, Patrick Holford is brilliant. And I'm only 1% of the population, so maybe the other 99% would like to follow what Patrick advises, because he advises fruits and vegetables, but he also advises cooked food. So maybe if anybody's struggling, try reading his Optimum. He's got a book on almost every illness. So look through my library and choose a book. And because, as I say, I'm less than 1% of the population, so I know that I'm not going to get everybody to eat the way that I'm eating. And I'm not saying they should. Maybe do what Patrick Holford says and let me know how you get on. Like, I really wish that I'd never have gone the doctor's route for my full hysterectomy, which was polyps, which was precancerous cells. I really do know that if I changed my diet, maybe if I'd have fasted, I wouldn't have needed to have that done. And also, my triple heart bypass. I suffer with staples stuck down the front of me for the rest of my life. When I do my yoga, I have to have a cushion down my sternum. I still do the exercises, and thank God I can. But if I go on a normal yoga mat, I struggle when I do some of and that's something I never needed. I never needed that triple heart bypass. So please, please, if you're going to have a triple heart bypass and you're still eating the standard diet, ask them to give you 4 months and do get one of Patrick Holford's books and do what he says for 4 months. And if it doesn't change, go ahead and have the triple heart bypass. But for me, I know that nothing changed even after I had my heart bypass, because I changed nothing until I went raw vegan. And that's when 4 months later, I wasn't struggling with my heart anymore. And that's when, just before that, I'd been told that I should never have had the triple heart bypass, that I could have been managed with medicine. But I know that I wasn't medicine that would have cured me. It was my diet. Anyway, I've rambled on. How long have I rambled on for? 16 minutes. My hair looks awful because I've put a lot of oil on it. It's very dry, and I'm trying to get that to look a bit better. Love you all. Bye.